Hello, this is Edgar Brown back with another video. And the name of this video is called Stick to Your Guns, Do Not Settle for Single Mothers. Now, I've made videos before concerning about concerning about single mothers. And to this day, I am 38 years old, going 39 this year. And to this day, I've noticed the older I get, the more likely I'm going to run into single mothers. But even then, I I still stick to my guns. Okay, and I'm advising all men who are in their 20s, in their 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, basically my age, to um, don't settle for a single mother. Do not settle for her, because let's be honest, if you was dating her, you should ask her, would she have settled for you if she didn't have those kids? Because like we have all discussed this before. You've seen countless video after countless video about not dating single mothers, and they have all said either the same thing I've said or something similar, that there's a lot of problems that comes with dealing with a single mother. And the problems are, baby daddy drama, uh, have to deal with the kids. You have to deal with, and have to deal with the kid's father's family, and then you got to deal with her family. And you will never be her first priority, because guess what? She's gonna put the kids, the kid's father, her family, the kid's father's family, her friends, the dog, the cat, and then you are dead last. Dead fucking last. You will never ever be her first priority. They will never ever be your kids. And you will not get anything out of dating a single mother and basically becoming like a father figure, or try to become the stepdaddy to her kids. You will get nothing, my friends. Okay? Your best bet is to basically say to yourself, if you cannot find yourself a child free or childless woman, then you know what? I don't want anything at all. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a way of saying your way or the highway. All right? Do not settle for a woman who has children. I don't give a goddamn what her situation is. I don't care if she's going through a nasty divorce. You still have to deal with those kids. You still have to deal with the kid's father, especially if those kids are very young. So no matter how old you get, no matter how old you are, don't fucking settle. No matter what, no matter how much she tries to shame you or tries to belittle you, because that's what women do when they can't get their way, or when you don't find a certain kind of woman attractive. They try to shame you, try to call you shallow. And let's be honest, everyone's shallow to a degree. I mean, how often do women base their attraction on a man's height, dick size, how much money he makes, what kind of cars he drive? You know what I'm saying? Like, how often? I'm quite sure very often. But let a man do the exact opposite, and say that he wants date a woman based on, her breast size, her waist size, the size of her ass, you know what I'm saying, or how much she weigh, then he gets deemed a misogynist. He gets deemed shallow. He gets called a pig. But the thing is, at the end of the day, everyone has a preference. Everyone's preferences should be respected, and whether they're realistic or not, it's still a preference. I prefer not to be with a woman who does not have kids. I prefer to be with a woman who does not have kids. I do not want to be with a woman who has kids. Okay, once a woman opens her mouth and tells me she has kids, that is an automatic turn off to me. Now, don't get me wrong. If she wants to have sex, just sex, and that's it, then sure, I'll accept it. You know, but anything, and once she start talking about she wants to get serious, because women are emotional creatures and they grow attached to the dick. You know, it happens. Most of the time it does. I'm like, you know what? Then no. I'll tell any woman, you already knew what the stipulations were, that we're just fucking and that's it. You know, we're just basically fucking each other's brains until we get tired of one another. Okay? That's the way it should be, fellas. If a single mom wants to have sex with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying totally write them off, but also make sure you cover your ass too. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be another fly that gets tangled in the spider's web. Okay? And there's just been too many idiots procreating with these women, not covering themselves. Like, you gotta understand, dude, my man, if she already has 2 or 3 kids and she's still in her prime, she's still like in her say in her 20s or her 30s, chances are she can get pregnant again. And you don't want to be another sucker, you know, basically just being another baby daddy, because I've seen it firsthand where there be girls, women who have like several kids, multiple kids with 3, 4 different dudes, and they're out there. And I hate to say this, but they're the ultimate scum of the earth, in my opinion. And that goes for men too. If you're the type of dude, if you're the type of motherfucker that got like several kids from 3, 4, 5 different baby mamas, then you're a scumbag too. Okay? I don't give a fuck whether they're taking care of the kids or not. That still does not justify reckless behavior. And I call it on both sides, men or women. I don't care what gender they are. But we're talking about single moms. And I'm telling you, men out there, do not settle for a single mom. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how big her ass is, how big her titties are, how good she smells, how good she is in bed, how good of a cook she is. Do not settle for her, okay? Because if you're settling for her, you're basically selling yourself short. You're basically telling yourself, teaching yourself that you can't do better. To me, in my humble opinion, as far as dating, I feel that a child-free woman is better than a single mom for a child-free man. Because a child-free man and a child-free woman will have more in common because they both have similar goals, you know, or similar ideals or whatever. But a single mom is a no-go because the fact of the matter is it's too much of a liability. You know, it's just too much of a I'm not saying all, but most single moms are a liability. You know, they are basically a flight risk, and that's a flight risk that's not worth taking. Like, we all take risk in life, but single moms are basically one of, if not the biggest flight risk to take. And as a man who doesn't have no children, I wouldn't take that risk, and neither should you child-free or childless men out there. But like I said, don't settle. Stick to your guns no matter what. And if it comes to a point where you're going to end up being single for the rest of your life, then so be it. Because to tell you the truth, being single is not so bad. If anything, it's liberating. You don't have to answer to nobody. You don't have to answer to a nagging bitch. You don't have to worry about telling that same bitch, you know, your whereabouts. You could come and go as you please. If you want to go to fucking motherfucking Timbuktu, you don't have to explain to anybody where you're going. You could do that because you're free. You're single. So being single is not so bad. But thing is, I'm definitely going to make more videos about not selling for a single mom. So this is Edgar Brown. It's been a pleasure making videos. I'm back. And I will definitely be making more videos for you guys. Take care. God bless. Have a nice day.